Hello and welcome to Goa365 News Bulletin. I am Susan Gomes and these are the headlines. Accidents continue to be a nightmare for commuters as authorities remain mum on the issue. Supreme Court of India upholds the constitutional validity of the abrogation of Article 370, which grants special status to Jammu and Kashmir in a historical judgment. Directs government to hold elections before September 30th, 2024. Revocation of Indian passports of those with birth registrations abroad raises a stir. Many Goans with Portuguese birth records left in a fix. And now for the news in detail. The number of accidents in the state has seen no slowdown. From self-accidents, accidents due to bad roads, engineering and hit-and-run cases, Goan roads have become a dangerous affair. Here are a few that have occurred in the very recent past.
सध्या असा गणेशपुरीतल्यान शिवोलचो जो रस्तो आसा जी देवती आसा त्या देवतेचेर उबे आसा. कांय दिसा पयलीं हांगा असोच एक्सिडेंट जाल्लो. एके रिक्षेचो ब्रेक फेल जाल्ल्या कारणान तेणे दुर्गाचेर गाडी घातिल्ली आनी आयज परत हे उतरणीचेर सेम एक्सिडेंट जाल्लो आसा. हो जो ट्रक आशिल्लो हो माती घेवन वयतालो आनी त्याचो ब्रेक फेल जाल्ल्या कारणान तेची गाडी जी आसा ही परती पडली आनी हो मेजर असो एक्सिडेंट जाल्लो आसा. सांगपाक गेले जाल्यार ह्या एक्सिडेंटान ड्रायव्हराक कांयच लुकसाण जाल्लें ना, पूण जो जो ट्रक आशिल्लो हो पुराय परतो जाला. हांगा जर आतां आमी पळयशात जाल्यार हो रस्तो आसा, हांगा व्हडली ज्यो गाडयो आसा येवपाक मनाई आसा, तरी आसतना व्हडले व्हडले हांगा ट्रक येता आनी हांगा एक्सिडेंट जाता. कितलेशेच फावटी हांगा लोकांचे प्राण गेले. संबंधित अधिकाऱ्यांनी हांगा लक्ष दिवपाचें म्हणून लोकांची मागणी आशिल्ली, पूण अजून मेरेन हेचेर कांयच कारवाय केल्ली ना. एक तर हो रस्तो वयल्यान बंद करपाक जाय जेणे करून व्हडली वाहनां हांगा येवपाक जायना. आनी आतां जर पळयशात जाल्यार पुराय रस्तो जो आसा ब्लॉक जाल्लो आसा. सायडीकल्यान एक धाकटुली वाट सोडल्या, तेही व्हडले टेंशन आसा. थंय कोण पडात काय ना. क्या हुआ, कैसे हुआ है? हाँ,
ब्रेक लगा नहीं लग रहा है, गाड़ी कंट्रोल में नहीं है, बाद में आगे गाड़ी है.
हाँ,
और मैं साइड से लगा के ऐसा
मतलब कोशिश कर रहा था
गाड़ी रुकाने के लिए.
हाँ,
तो इधर थोड़ा ऐसा चढ़ गया ऊपर गाड़ी, तो ऐसा पड़.
हाँ, तो इसलिए पलट गई. तुझे कुछ नहीं हुआ हमारे? और कोई था गाड़ी में?
Accident last time one truck right inside the house. Then before that one heavy, so many incidents are happening here. Nobody is looking up. In fact, heavy vehicles are not allowed on this road. Still they are bringing. So who is to be blamed? Authority, no? Now what happens? Now suppose people are there, what will happen?
In Panjim, meanwhile, a car flipped onto its side after crashing into the road divider. Fortunately, both the occupants escaped unhurt. In Bali, a school bus veered off the road. 15 of the 30 children on board the bus sustained injuries. In unrelated incidents, two cars plunged into the water at ferry points. While in one incident the occupants had a lucky escape, the others saw the driver drowning to death. Three people were killed and one other injured during the wee hours of December 2nd after a car reportedly driven by a tourist rammed into a parked vehicle in Arpora. These are just a few accidents reported in the past weeks and a half alone. Despite the alarming figures, authorities are yet to break silence and come up with a concrete plan of action. Nitiksha Gaokar, Vincent Rosario, Subhashish Govekar and Omkar Deshprabhu for Goa365.
The revocation of Indian passports for those who have births registered in Portugal has become a contentious issue. The problem, however, surrounds the OCI cards, which has been stopped. The issue was even raised by MP Sadanand Tanawade. A delegation even met with the NRI Commission here in Goa.
आमचा मेन मुद्दा कितें हिंगा, ओके, you all have revoked the passports. Revoked the passports, that we will not go into that right. Okay, you revoked the fine. But आमचा main question is, why are you not allowing or denying OCI to the people whose passports are revoked. This is the main thing. See, the revocation of passport is one side and the OCI laws are different. Okay. Now you just, because we have violated some clause maybe in the passport thing, you just can't punish a person with a revocation of by denying the OCI. The OCI is the right of every Indian that is born there. It was brought in 2002 by Atal Vajpayee in place of dual citizenship. So it's basically meant for foreigners who have an origin in India. आणि हे भुरगे जे आता त्यांचे पासपोर्ट रिवोक जाल्या त्यांचे हिंगा ओरिजिन त्यांचे गोरदार त्यांचे फॅमिली त्यांचे सगळे हांगा आसा सो हाऊ ऑन वॉट बेसिस आर यू रिफ्युजिंग दॅट यू आर गिविंग ड्युअल सिटीजनशिप फॉर पीपल फॉर फॉरेनर्स who are citizens of other countries. They are even holding dual citizenships, and then if their father was born or they have father or grandfather had an origin in India, he is getting an OCI. So why are genuine Goans who went to surrender their passports as per the law are punished? Today we had an appointment with the NRI Commissioner Sarvaikar and we met him. We have also given representation to the CM's office. Unfortunately, he was not there. His office said that they will discuss with the NRI Commissioner and will decide on this issue. The NRI Commissioner Sarvaikar has been very supportive and has taken and has seized of the matter. And त्याने आमकां आश्वासन दिला that he will try to bring relief to the people who are affected by the revocation of passport.
I am here to voice for all Goans who are affected by this, and we are hopeful and we are very positive that the government, with the government's interaction that we had for all these days and today by meeting the NRI Commissioner Mr. Narendra Sarvaikar, he has given us a very positive feedback and said he would definitely look into it, and he has already been working together with Mr. Tanaude, who is the MP of Goa for the Parliament in Delhi. So we feel that things are going on in a very positive way for the Goans who are affected by this issue.
These people are being punished for a simple reason of revocation. Okay. Now I think there's a minister in the government whose issue has just come up. He is also having the assent. If their passport is revoked for the same reason as becoming a citizen, then how come he is still holding office on the same reason? But I will produce that. That actually is many people produce that assent, no? Miki Pacheco and others. I think in the press conference he was showing that thing. I think he has given. That can be proved because there was a press reporter. He was taken by a press. See, we are very positive that the government will help. No,
but in case it doesn't,
there's no in case. I feel with the vibes that with the sure that the way that the Narendra Sarvaikar has spoken to us now, we are feeling confident that they are trying to bring a solution to this problem, or at least give immediate relief to those people who are affected. How soon? You might see this is a very technical intricate matter because
we patiently waited for this long, so we might as well wait.
Because it involves a lot of ministries, MEA, External Affairs, so there are very intricate laws and they have to get around it.
Vincent Rosario, Subhashish Goekar and Sanika Nagvekar for Goa365.
We shall slip into a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. The Supreme Court of India, in a historical judgment, has upheld the constitutional validity of the abrogation of Article 370, which granted special status to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. The judgment, however, noted that there needs to be a broader discussion on whether the union government can reduce a state to a union territory.
In its judgment, the Apex Court held that the presidential order abrogating Article 370 was constitutional and that the state had no internal sovereignty. While the reorganization of Jammu and Kashmir into a union territory was not adjudicated upon, Ladakh's status as a union territory was upheld. The top court also directed the Election Commission to hold elections in Jammu and Kashmir Legislative Assembly by September 30, 2024. The ruling is likely to have significant implications for the future of the state and its relationship with the central government.
We have held that Article 370
is a temporary provision on a reading of the historical context in which it was included. Article 370 was introduced to serve two purposes. First, the transitional purpose to provide for an interim arrangement until the Constituent Assembly of the state was formed and could take a decision on the legislative competence of the Union on matters other than the ones stipulated in the instrument of accession and ratify the Constitution. And second, a temporary purpose, an interim arrangement in view of the special circumstances because of the war conditions in the state. See, we have held that a textual reading of Article 370 also indicates that it is a temporary provision. For this purpose, we have referred to the placement of the provision in Part 21 of the Constitution, which deals with temporary and transitional provisions, the marginal note to the provision, which states temporary provisions in respect to the state of Jammu and Kashmir, and a reading of Articles 370 and 1, by which the state became an integral part of India upon the adoption.
Manish Parab and Omkar Deshprabhu for Goa365.
The Bharatiya Janata Party has named former Madhya Pradesh Higher Education Minister and Ujjain South MLA Mohan Yadav as the new Chief Minister of MP, succeeding incumbent Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan, who had served 4 terms in the post.
The announcement was made by the BJP on Monday, ending speculation about who would take over the state's top job. Mohan Yadav's appointment marks a significant development in the state's political landscape, signaling a shift away from the previous leadership. To keep the party's ambitions in check and pacify any potential ruffled feathers ahead of the upcoming Lok Sabha elections, the BJP has also named 2 deputy chief ministers, Jagdish Deora and Rajesh Shukla, and former Union Agricultural Minister Narendra Singh Tomar, who was one of the 3 former cabinet members to contest in the state elections as the Assembly Speaker. Manish Parab and Shivani Sangelkar for Goa365.
We will take a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back. And in some weather news, we are in for some dry weather until the weekend. Temperatures, however, will remain warm, hovering between 34 degrees centigrade and 24 degrees centigrade. Here's more on the weather.
The weather in Goa is expected to remain dry from the 11th to the 17th. However, there is a likelihood of haze or shallow fog in the morning at isolated places. Looking ahead, there are no weather warnings for North and South Goa from the 11th to the 20th. No large changes in the weather conditions are expected. The local forecast for Panjim and Mormugao suggests mainly clear skies with haze. Maximum and minimum temperatures are expected to hover around 34 degrees Celsius and 24 degrees Celsius respectively. Weather to remain dry until the 20th. Haze and fog likely at isolated places in the morning. No large change in weather conditions likely. Maximum and minimum temperatures for Tuesday 34 degrees Celsius and 24 degrees Celsius respectively. No warnings issued for boat owners. Bureau Report Goa365 with inputs from IMD.
With that, we have come to the end of this news bulletin. For more news and updates, log on to our website www.goa365tv. Follow us on Facebook and YouTube Goa365 TV. Take care, stay safe, and keep watching Goa365.